everyone, welcome back to my podcast. This is Sion Kim, and today I brought you a story about a stunning survival by Jose Salvador Alvarenga. As policemen started to motor to Marsh Island, they easily found a man laid out on the deck before them. Even at their first glance, they could notice how long he had drifted at sea. He had long hair and beard, not cut for a while, his ankles were swollen, and could not even walk properly. This is his story. Salvador Alvarenga was a fisherman from El Salvador, planning a professional fishing trip hunting sharks, tuna, and mai-mai. They embarked from the coast of Mexico, the Pacific coast of southern Chip Estates. With a young crewmate named Iquizi Cordoba, November 17, 2012, he left the coast. After a few hours of sailing, a storm struck that was big enough to create massive waves that crashed into the boat and blew them off course. The storm lasted for 5 days, and much of the boat's electronics had been disabled. Although he tried to call his boss, it didn't work, and the boat's motor was also damaged. After them getting out of contact, his boss sent a search party, but had no success. After 2 days of failure of searching them, they gave up and assumed they have been drowned. On November 18, 2012, a day after being ambushed at sea, they were now alone and had no one to help them. Alvarenga replied,
"Before this, I wasn't afraid of anything. I wasn't afraid of oceans. I was able to fish the sharks and weren't afraid of them."
They ate raw fish, turtles, and jellyfish. They drank rainwater and turtle blood. However, as days turned into weeks and weeks turned into months, they were both wore out, and Cordoba, the other crewmate, became severely unwell. After a few months of drifting, Cordoba passed away. Alvarenga talks about his experience like this.
It was obviously a very horrible experience. I was alone. It was difficult. The first question that I kept asking myself over and over again was, why didn't I die first? Why did he have to die? About 6 to 7 days afterwards, I continued to talk to him because I was used to his being the only person in there for me to talk to.
Alvarenga then spent another 9 months alone at sea until he spotted a small island, Marsh Island. Abandoning his boat and swimming to shore, he almost immediately met a local couple who alerted authorities. He sailed 12,500 kilometers before finally making landfall. He later interviews about the ones that made him able to survive the situation.
My first and foremost was my faith in God. There were a number of different days when I just didn't know if I was going to be able to make it. And I had faith in God, first of all, that I could get through. And secondly, it was bravery. I had to be able to continue to survive, and that's what my companion unfortunately didn't have. But on those days when we weren't sure if we were going to make it, or if we had anything to eat, or how long it will be, I just kept telling myself, I can make it, I can do this.
So this was the episode I had for you today, and I hope we meet next time. Thank you. Bye.